Media and entertainment industry disruption. In the past few years, the media and entertainment industry has been in a state of flux. Disruptive forces such as the rise of digital platforms and the decline of traditional business models have led to a lot of change in the way that media and entertainment companies operate. This disruption has had a big impact on the way that people consume media. In particular, there has been a shift away from traditional forms of media such as TV and print, towards digital platforms such as online video and social media. This shift has been driven by a number of factors, including the growing popularity of online video services such as Netflix, the increasing use of social media as a news source, and the rise of mobile devices as a primary means of consuming media. As a result of these changes, the media and entertainment industry is facing a number of challenges, including how to reach audiences, how to monetize content, and how to adapt to the changing landscape. 1. The media and entertainment industry is being disrupted by new technologies. 2. These new technologies are enabling new forms of content and new ways of distributing and consuming content. 3. This is resulting in a more fragmented and complex media landscape. 4. The traditional business models of media companies are being challenged. 5. New entrants are shaking up the industry. 1. The media and entertainment industry is being disrupted by new technologies. The media and entertainment industry is in the midst of a massive disruption. New technologies are upending traditional business models, transforming how content is created and distributed, and changing how audiences consume media. For centuries, the media and entertainment industry has been defined by a handful of major players who controlled the production and distribution of content. But that is quickly changing. Today, anyone with a smartphone can be a content creator, and platforms like YouTube and Snapchat are giving them a direct connection to audiences. Meanwhile, new services like Netflix and Amazon Prime are upending the traditional television model, and companies like Apple and Google are redefining how music is consumed. All of this is having a profound impact on the media and entertainment industry. Businesses are being forced to adapt or die, and the way we consume media is changing radically. In the past, the media and entertainment industry was a relatively closed system. A handful of major studios and networks controlled what content was created and how it was distributed. Audiences had limited choices, and content was often tailored to specific demographics. But that is all changing now. Thanks to new technologies, the power has shifted from the traditional players to the consumer. Audiences now have more choice than ever before, and can watch whatever they want, whenever they want. This shift is having a major impact on the media and entertainment industry. Businesses are struggling to keep up, and many are struggling to survive. The way we consume media is changing, and the traditional players are losing their grip on the industry. 2. These new technologies are enabling new forms of content and new ways of distributing and consuming content. With the rapid rise of new technologies, the media and entertainment industries are facing major disruptions. Many traditional businesses are being forced to adapt or risk being left behind. One of the biggest changes is the way that content is being consumed. Gone are the days of appointment viewing, when everyone would watch their favorite show at the same time on the same channel. Now, thanks to streaming services like Netflix and Hulu, viewers can watch shows whenever they want, and they are no longer reliant on cable providers. This has had a major impact on the way that networks and studios produce content. They now have to produce entire seasons of a show at once, rather than releasing new episodes weekly. This new model has proved to be very successful, with many shows becoming huge hits. Another major change is the way that people are consuming news. With the rise of social media, more and more people are getting their news from online sources. This has led to a decline in traditional news outlets, as well as the rise of fake news. However, social media has also made it easier for people to share news and information, and has given a voice to previously marginalized groups. All of these changes have had a major impact on the media and entertainment industries, and they are sure to continue in the years to come. 3. This is resulting in a more fragmented and complex media landscape. The ongoing disruption of the media and entertainment industry is resulting in a more fragmented and complex media landscape. This is having a number of impacts on the way audiences consume content and the way businesses operate. One of the most notable changes is the way audiences are consuming content. With the rise of on-demand services like Netflix and Spotify, and the increased use of social media, audiences are now able to choose when, where, and how they consume content. This is having an impact on traditional businesses like television broadcasters and movie theaters, who are struggling to compete with the convenience and choice offered by these new platforms. Another impact of the disruption is the way businesses are operating. The traditional model of production, distribution, and exhibition is being challenged by new players who are using technology to bypass these traditional channels. For example, many independent filmmakers are now using platforms like Kickstarter to finance their projects, and distribution platforms like Vimeo to reach audiences directly. This is resulting in a more fragmented and complex marketplace, with a greater variety of content and businesses to choose from. The disruption of the media and entertainment industry is a complex process that is still playing out. It is having a profound impact on the way audiences consume content and the way businesses operate. As the landscape continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more changes in the way we experience media and entertainment. 4. The traditional business models of media companies are being challenged. Over the past few years, there has been a lot of discussion about the so-called disruption of the media and entertainment industry. This disruption is being caused by a number of factors, including the rise of digital media, the growth of new platforms such as social media, and the changing habits of consumers. One of the most obvious ways in which the media industry is being disrupted is the way that people are consuming content. In the past, people would typically consume media content via television, newspapers, and radio. However, in recent years, there has been a shift towards digital media consumption, with people using their laptops, smartphones, and tablets to access news, entertainment, and information. This shift has been driven by a number of factors, including the increasing availability of high-speed internet connections, the falling price of digital devices, and the increasing convenience of digital content. As well as consuming content in different ways, people are also changing the way they pay for it. In the past, people would generally pay for media content upfront, through things like subscription fees or pay-per-view charges. However, in recent years, there has been a move towards freemium models, where people can access basic content for free, but pay for additional features, such as HD content or early access to new episodes. This change is largely being driven by the fact that people are increasingly used to getting their content for free online, through sites like YouTube or Facebook. The traditional business models of media companies are also being challenged by the growth of new platforms, such as social media. Social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter are providing new ways for people to discover and share content. This is having a major impact on the way that media companies promote and distribute their content. In addition, social media platforms are also providing new opportunities for companies to generate revenue, through things like native advertising and sponsored content. Overall, it is clear that the media and entertainment industry is going through a period of significant change. This change is being driven by a number of factors, including the rise of digital media, the growth of new platforms, and the changing habits of consumers. 5. New entrants are shaking up the industry. The media and entertainment industry is no stranger to change and disruption. Over the years, we've seen the rise of new platforms and technologies that have changed the way we consume media. Today, we're seeing yet another wave of change, as new entrants are shaking up the industry. One of the most notable new entrants is Netflix. Founded in 1997, Netflix started out as a DVD rental service. But it didn't take long for them to disrupt the industry. In 2007, they introduced a streaming service that allowed instant streaming of TV shows and movies. This was a game changer, and it wasn't long before Netflix became the dominant player in the streaming space. Today, Netflix is one of the most powerful media companies in the world. They're producing their own content, and they're investing billions of dollars in new technologies. They're also changing the way we consume media, as more and more people are cutting the cord and ditching traditional cable TV. Another new entrant that's shaking up the industry is Amazon. Founded in 1994, Amazon started out as an online bookstore. But they quickly expanded into other areas, and today they're a major player in the e-commerce, cloud computing, and digital content space. Amazon is also making a big push into the streaming space. They launched their Prime Video service in 2006, and they're investing billions of dollars in original content. They're also taking on Netflix with their Prime Video channel service, which allows Prime members to subscribe to premium channels like HBO, Showtime, and Starz. So, what does all this mean for the future of the media and entertainment industry? Well, it's safe to say that we're in for more change and disruption. New entrants are shaking up the industry, and they're changing the way we consume media. So, buckle up and get ready for the ride. In conclusion, it is evident that the media and entertainment industries are facing a great deal of disruption. This is largely due to the advancement of technology and the beloved way consumers interact with content. As cord cutting becomes more popular, it is likely that traditional media companies will need to adapt their strategies in order to stay afloat. It will be interesting to see how these industries change over the next few years.